It's been like a year since I've got this game, because I've been playing this game and AEW and other games back and forth. Um, so I guess it's finally time to review this. I will say, first off, not a big fan of John Cena being on the cover. I can accept what he's done for the business. He's done a lot. I just think once a person's been on the cover, that should be it. They are immortalized on a game cover. He already had 2K15. And yes, you can defend it by saying, well, he has showcase mode, so he needs to be on the cover. Well, we can go straight to WWE 2K19, everybody's fucking favorite game for some reason. For an example, AJ Styles is on the cover. He does not have a showcase mode. Instead, Daniel Bryan has the showcase mode. And Daniel Bryan had already been on a cover, though it was like a DLC bonus or something cover for 2K14, I think. But my point is, just because you have showcase doesn't mean you need to be on the cover. He's already getting immortalized in a showcase mode like Stone Cold with 2K16. Like, just anybody who gets a showcase mode. He doesn't need to be on the cover. He already had one. That is personally my opinion. It's not anything crazy, but let's talk about the game. Combos, all kinds of cool shit. They fixed a lot of problems that 22 had. 22 never fixed an update, where once they did an update, you couldn't make custom titles anymore. You have to delete the whole fucking game and re-download it, but not do the update if you want to be able to make custom stuff anymore, which is so stupid. WWE 2K23, there's a lot of fun stuff. Showcase mode was pretty cool. Bruno Sammartino's on his first game that he's been in since 2K14, which is crazy. This man did a lot for the WWE business, and he just hasn't been in the game, so I'm really glad he's here. We get a really cool Super Cena, who is Cena, but, invisible. Haha. He's got his shoulder pads, his shirt, his shorts, but no face, no legs, no arms. You unfortunately cannot edit him. I would have really loved it if you could have, made him actually invisible. Maybe they make us leave one thing, like shoes or something, because it probably would be a pain in the ass to fight somebody online who's, like, completely invisible, though I don't do online stuff. My Rise was not as good as last year's, in my opinion. I actually recently found out that you can do 4 different storylines each for both the male and women's My Rise in 2K22, so I might be doing that in the future. So you could expect more 2K22 story mode clips. Eventually, I don't know when, but maybe. But in this one, you really don't have that many for the males. Like, you can join 2 different groups, but they both end up betraying you, so, like, kind of stupid. And then they rehash a lot of cutscenes where, yeah, a different voice actor will be doing it, but it's the exact same cutscene you've already had. For example, Dewdrop gets hit by a car while she's attacking you. And it's because your tag partner is the one driving the car, and she says, "What? It looked like you needed some help." Well, if you choose the storyline where you betray your tag partner, instead you're fighting her backstage instead of Dewdrop. And your aunt hits her with the car and says, "What? Looks like you were needing some help." I will say I really enjoyed the women's My Rise. I finished both of them pretty quickly, but the male My Rise took me a very long time to do them. I just did not care for the male My Rise. They even straight up give Damian Priest his finisher for a cutscene. Pretty cool, right? He beats you for the Intercontinental Championship using the Razor's Edge. And if you don't choose to, join the team that ends up having the Damian Priest storyline, instead Omos is in his place and does the fucking Razor's Edge. Which makes no sense. Why didn't he just do his double choke bomb thing? Don't know why he didn't do it, but he does the Damian Priest thing. It's kind of odd. The women's storyline just had a lot more decisions that impacted the storyline, impacted the dialogue, impacted a lot of stuff. And the men's My Rise just kind of fucking sucked. I will say there is a bit of a problem that doesn't really bother me, but it still is a problem. occasionally when you do KO matches, when you KO someone, they will roll out the ring and then just stand there now, kind of like what is it? I can't think of what it's called, but there are matches like that in the real WWE where a bunch of people will just stand outside the ring and then they'll throw the opponent back in the ring if he tries to run away or, whatever. It's some kind of match. Oh, lumberjack match. It kind of looks like a lumberjack match, which still isn't in the WWE games for some reason. I get it's not like a match that's used a lot, but it would still be cool to be in the games. You can't make a one-on-one no exiting match, which would be really fun to fight, your friends in a one-on-one match where they can't leave the ring. You can do it in a 3-on-3, 4, 8-man, basically any other match. So I think that's kind of stupid. They do have a problem where sometimes when you change the match rules, they don't register. Like, you'll do a KO match, and then when you start the match, it's just a fucking normal match. And, of course, they changed the barricade thing, so you have to break it with, certain moves, which is a pain in the ass. I've only broke the barricade twice. But if you get thrown over the barricade, you cannot climb back over it, so you're just kind of stuck there, which is really stupid. I don't know why you can't jump over the barricade anymore. That's pretty stupid. It is a lot of fun. It's definitely really improved on the series, though it's also taken a lot of stuff out. Can't do finishers off the pod anymore. Can't stack tables anymore. A lot of stuff they removed. You can taunt with weapons now, which is pretty cool, but I don't really use it very often. And you can't taunt with everything. You can't taunt with championships. Instead, it just does the default swinging animation. They added War Games, which is one of my most used matches, but not my most used. I fucking love War Games. I still wish you could, edit Hell in the Cell. That would be really cool to be able to change the color of the cell. Make it purple, make it yellow, just whatever. Doesn't have to be, the materials or patterns or anything like that. Just colors, man. And you still can't have a different mat in Elimination Chamber. I don't expect to be able to change the whole chamber. But it would really be cool to be able to have a matched, have a mat with a bunch of people's faces on it or something. Just something simple, because the Elimination Chamber is just so generic now that I use a lot of custom arenas. It's something I do a lot now. It's a really fun game. I do recommend it, and I can't wait till I get 2K24, but I haven't got it yet, and I've been playing this game for a whole year. I do recommend it. It's a pretty fun game.